What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight! Alright, we're coming back to the warning. Yes, indeed, the warning fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Jason Cart, and this is actually one of Jason Cart's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Jason. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Jason wanted me to watch this video of the warning as they cover, yeah, they're doing a cover here. They're doing a cover of the Guns N' Roses classic tune, Sweet Child O' Mine. Now, have I heard the song before? Oh yeah, many times I've heard the song. As a matter of fact, I have also played this song many times. I am very familiar with this song. Having said that, though, I have never heard or seen the warning do this. So it's going to be interesting to see a 3-piece band do a song that was written for a 5-piece band. It's going to be interesting. So just to be clear, have I heard the song before? Yes. So I will not be grading the song itself. The song writing, I will not be evaluating that in any way, shape, or form. I will only be reacting to, evaluating, reviewing, and scoring what the warning does with this song. Their arrangement of it, how they performed it, how they made it sound, how, if any way, in any way, did they change it to make it theirs. That's what I'm going to be reacting to. That's what I'm going to be evaluating and reviewing, and that is what I'm going to be basing my score on. Please keep that in mind. Let's see. This was posted by Elvin W., and the video has 2.3 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Kind of hard to read it. It's white on white. Sweet Child O' Mine, the warning cover, plus bonus, Olive Villarreal basis. Oh, yeah. That's right. I remember now. I was talking to Jason about that. He said, don't worry about doing that. He said, just go ahead and start the video after Sweet Child O' Mine's done. I already did a reaction to Hunter, so there's really no reason to do it. Now, if you guys want to make an official request for me to do it, come back to this video and do Hunter, okay, fine, I'll do it. If that's what you guys want me to do. But we're only going to focus on Sweet Child O' Mine today. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh my God, they're so young. harmony. That's a bummer. Okay. they are young in this video. They are very young. But, okay, there's two things I'm noticing. Number one, from a musicianship standpoint, from a musicality standpoint, they're nailing it. I mean, they're absolutely nailing it. They're playing it exactly like I mean, being a bass player, obviously, I am really paying special attention to what Ali's playing, and she's playing it note for note, exactly like Duff McKagan did. It's the exact same lines that I play. So good for her playing the bass part exactly as it was written. No taking any liberties. It's exactly how it is on the album. So good for her. Danny, it sounds like Danny. I'm not that familiar with the guitar playing, but it sounds right, and the drumming sounds right as well. So from a musicianship standpoint, they're nailing it. They're absolutely nailing it. Now, being younger, in their infancy, okay, the infancy of this thing called the warning infancy stage, they are stiff. They are very stiff. And that's okay. Listen, they're younger. They're not as experienced. I would love to see them do this now. I'll bet now they would be so relaxed, and they would look so relaxed, and they would probably play a little more relaxed as well. But, you know, they're a little stiff right now. They're a little young, obviously. So, you know, that's to be expected. You know, it happens, especially when you have a band that's just starting out, and you're doing something like this where you're going to film something and put it out for everyone to see. You're going to be nervous. It's going to happen. Like I said, I'll bet now you do this today, you wouldn't see any of that. They'd all be beyond relaxed. So, but it's good to see. It's also good to see Ale and Pau doing backing vocals. You know, doing the response to Danny's call. I was kind of hoping either Pau or Ale. I don't know. More than likely Pau. I was kind of hoping for the harmonies, but we didn't get the harmonies, unfortunately. That's okay. I mean, it's all right. Would it have made a big difference if they had done the harmonies? I don't know if it would have been a big difference, but it would have been a little bit of a difference if they had. But, yeah, we'll see. Maybe they'll do harmonies later. I don't know. We'll find out. Let's keep going for now. There's harmonies. All right. All right. Harmonies. Oh, they're going to do the full... Okay, I was curious about this. I was curious to know if they were going to do the radio edit or if they were going to do the album version. It sounds like they're doing the full album version, which I'm thrilled. I hate that radio edit. Listen, I understand the reasoning for radio edits. It's so that radio stations can play the song, but rather than play the full 5.5 minutes, they only have to play 4 minutes and 15 seconds, which allows more time for other songs, but more importantly for the radio stations, more time to play commercials. I get it. I'm not a fan of radio edits, though. I really am not. I would much rather hear the song in its entirety, the way it was meant to be played, you know, on the album. I would much rather hear that. So I'm glad to see they're not playing the radio edit version. They're playing the full album version, which is nice. Harmonies that time. Good to hear. Love hearing that. Score just came up a little bit. Ale now is taking a couple of liberties with the bass playing. And look, this is not a criticism. This is just an observation, okay? I'm not coming down on her. but she's not playing it exactly like the bass line is on the album. And that's okay. Listen, what she's playing fits. What she's playing works. Is she taking some liberties? Sure. Sure she is. Nothing wrong with that. When you guys are doing the cover, I would actually, to be perfectly honest with you, I've done both. I've played it exactly note for note the way it is on the album, and I've also played it where I have the roadmap in my mind, and I know what the notes are, and I know what the parts are, and I just, I don't necessarily like that one part. I'll play something else instead that fits the context of the song. And I'm going to be honest with you folks. I personally, when it comes to playing, I would much rather take the liberties. It's more fun. It's more relaxing. It's not, and I'll tell you what else it is not. It's not as stressful as when you have to sit there and play it exactly note for note the way it is on the album. And you got to remember every single little fill. I mean, I can do it, but it is a pain in the butt. And I would much rather be more relaxed and take some liberties. You know, it fits. I've never had a complaint about it. The only time that I would ever play the song note for note exactly how it is on the album is if I'm doing a job for a Guns N' Roses tribute band, you know, that I've done before in the past. I've done a couple of Guns N' Roses tribute bands that they insisted on me doing the song exactly note for note the way it is on the album. Well, I mean, it's a tribute band, so you want to be, you know, perfect. You want to be exactly the way it is on the album. So that's different. But if you're just playing the cover just to have fun and to entertain a crowd and whatnot, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And I'm glad to see that Ale is taking those liberties. And what's impressive is what she's playing and the liberties that she is taking fits the song. Now, more than likely, all she's doing is she's taking, you know, those little riffs from the song and putting them in different places. Hey, whatever works. Whatever works, whatever gets the job done. And as long as it sounds good, I could honestly care less. So, but it's a great observation, though, that to be able to see that when players are not playing the song exactly note for note, but what they are playing and how their little touches that they are putting on it fits. And what she's doing fits. Absolutely. Good for her. Danny's vocals on this, pretty good. I mean, I'm pretty impressed with them, actually. Well, I think what I like the most about him is she's not trying to be Axl. She's not trying to get the screech and the pinch and everything else that Axl does. I'm glad she's not trying to do that. She's being herself and putting her personal touch on what she's doing. And I like that. I like it when bands do that. I couldn't imagine Danny trying to sound like Axl. The thought of it just... Ugh. Not something I would want to hear. Not something I want to hear at all. Anyway, let's keep going here. Right before the guitar solo there. Nice job on the guitar solo from Danny on the first solo there. Really nice job from her. Again, taking a couple of liberties at the end, but nothing that sounded bad. It all fit. It all fit. There was one thing that she did. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, she did that. Oh, it was the slide up. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, ba-ba. When it goes, when he does that glissando, whoa, she didn't do that, but she just went straight to it, and it felt a little different. I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It just felt a little different, but it still fit. It still fit. Everything else, though, she pretty much nailed. I I feel like Powell's drumming is getting a little more relaxed. Like, now that she's like halfway through the song, it feels like she's kind of like, okay, the worst part's over type of feel. And her shoulders are kind of relaxing now, and she's kind of, as a result, her playing's feeling a little more relaxed, and she doesn't seem as on top of the beat as she was before. You don't want to be on top of the beat with this song. This song, you want to lean back. Like, if you're doing like Welcome to the Jungle, yeah, you want to be on top of the beat on that song. Night Train, you want to be on top of the beat on that song. But songs like It's So Easy or Sweet Child of Mine, Mr. Brownstone, you want to kind of lay back a little bit. You do, and now she's doing it. She's relaxed. She's starting to get into the groove, and I'm feeling that. I'm really feeling that. So good for Powell there. Let's do this guitar. This is the long solo, if I'm not mistaken. Danny rubbed a little funk on it right there. She's putting a little stank on it, getting her shoulders into it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Okay. Really nice solo section. Really nice solo section. It's noticeable, though, that it's a three-piece band. I mean, look, they're doing the best they can as a three-piece, okay? It's hard to take a song that was written for a five-piece and, as a three-piece, make it sound full. If I'm being honest here, it doesn't sound full. Look, there's nothing they can do about it. They're a three-piece band, okay? It's not easy to do. If you had another guitar player or a keyboard player even to fill it out while the guitar solo is going on, it would make it sound a lot fuller, obviously. But they don't have that. They don't have another guitar player. They don't have another keyboard player. So to fill out the sound, it's really going to be up to Ale more than anybody else to fill out the sound. Powell can only do so much. Powell can only do so much as a drummer to fill out the chordal sound. There's really nothing she can do. It's really going to come down to Ale. And Ale's playing the bass line that Duff McKagan played as a five-piece band in Guns N' Roses. So it's tough, man. It's hard. I would love to see them do this now. Now that Ale's more experienced, I wonder if Ale would maybe throw some chords in there somewhere to help kind of fill out the sound. But it'd be interesting to see them do that now. I would love to see them do this now and see how much of a difference there is. But anyway, great solo though. Great work from everybody involved, doing the best they can with that solo section to make it sound full. Like I said, as a three-piece, it's just not going to happen, man. It's not. It's I mean, I guess it could if Ale completely threw the bass out the window and focused on playing chords instead. But she's not doing that. She's doing her job. She's playing the bass line. So good for her. All right, I think we're gonna finish the song out here. We only got like 45 seconds left, if I'm not mistaken. Nice bend down. Okay. Lot of good things happening in this. A lot of good things. Let's take a moment. Let me think about it, and I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was The Warning with a cover of the Guns N' Roses classic tune, Sweet Child O' Mine. This was a request from Jason Cart, and this was actually one of Jason Cart's 3 prioritized requests for the month of March for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Jason. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. Okay, I thought about it, and I have a score here, and I think it's a very fitting score. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Okay, first and foremost, I need to reiterate, I am not taking the song itself, the songwriting, into account here at all. Reason being is I am very familiar with this song. I have heard this song literally hundreds of times. I have played the song dozens of times with different bands, and I cannot say and sit here and be honest with you guys and say, oh, I've never heard this before. No, I've heard the song. I have, okay? So it's not a shock. Now, what I am going to say is I had never heard The Warning do it before, and it was interesting to see and hear their interpretation of it. They did take some liberties, and the liberties they took, they were all good. They all fit. We're going to go over some of them. So keep in mind, my score is not based on the original song in any way, shape, or form. I'm basing my score completely on what The Warning did to this song. So please keep that in mind. Now, as a 3-piece band, whenever you're going to cover a band that was written for and performed and recorded by a 5-piece band, there are going to be certain challenges you're going to be faced with. The biggest challenge being how to get that full sound when you're missing 2 people. Now, realistically, if you look at the Guns N' Roses makeup, you have a lead vocalist, a lead singer who doesn't play anything during this song. So really what it comes down to from an instrumentation standpoint is 4 pieces: bass, drums, and in this case, 2 guitars, okay? So you have a guitar player who's also doing lead vocals. So that takes care of 2 jobs right there, right? Then you have bass and you have drums. So you have a stripped down 4-piece basically, which is the equivalent of a 3. And so now here's the problem. How do you get that full sound when you only have 3 instruments instead of 4? The answer is you don't. That is just something that you're going to have to deal with, and you're going to have to accept as a 3-piece. I have played with 3-piece bands, and we've always been faced with that challenge. Even when I would do things like I would play chords, like I would play like Lemmy, I would play chords. Even then, I mean, it helped, but it didn't get the full sound like having a 4th instrument would do. So there's that challenge. The other challenge, and this is and this is not a knock on the girls in any way, shape, or form. This is just a fact. In this video, they were very young from an age standpoint and from a band maturity standpoint. It looks like this was early on in the band's formation. Like looks like they've only been playing for like less than a year at this point. So the band is in its infancy. They are very young and inexperienced, and as a result, they looked stiff. They looked nervous a little bit. And look, that is to be expected. One, being that they're young, but more importantly, being that they're in the band's infancy, okay? I'm sure if they had been the same age, but if they had been playing together as a band like this style for 5 or 6 years, that'd be a whole nother story, okay? If you take them now and do this exact same performance, I can guarantee you they are not going to be as stiff. They're going to be a lot more relaxed. It's going to be a lot more fluid, and they're probably going to take even more liberties, which I would be thrilled to see, in all honesty. One of my biggest gripes about bands when they do covers, and for those of you that don't know this, I love it when bands take liberties with covers. I love it when bands take a song and they make it their own. They do their own version. And I will say, I was glad to see The Warning take some liberties. Now, did they take the song and make it their own? I wouldn't go that far. They really stuck to the format of the song. They really stuck to the roadmap. They really stuck to the chordal structure, the actual song structure, like how it's organized and broken up. I was thrilled to see they did the album version and not the radio edit. They didn't take as many liberties as I wish they had, though. The only time I ever like seeing a band play the song note for note, tone for tone, exactly the way it sounds on the album, is if you're doing a tribute band. Like if you were a Guns N' Roses tribute band, then yes, you should play it exactly the way Guns N' Roses did. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's the job of a tribute band, to pay tribute to the original artists. At that point, yeah, play the song exactly note for note the way it is on the album. In this case, this is not a tribute band. This is The Warning doing a cover. So, them taking liberties, I got no issue with. I love it. I love it when bands take liberties. I'm going to use Ollie as an example. She took quite a few liberties, actually. The first verse, like the intro of the first verse, she was playing note for note. And in the first chorus as well, she was playing note for note exactly the way it was on the album. When she got to the second verse, I started noticing a couple of things that she was doing that was different from the album. And that's okay, as long as it fits the song. That's the important thing. And I know for me personally, playing this song, I like taking liberties like she did. I don't like playing it note for note. It's stressful. It's very stressful to remember, okay, at this part, we play this lick. And then literally 2 measures later, there's another lick you gotta remember. Another 2 measures later, there's another lick you gotta remember. It's not easy. If you're gonna play this song note for note, the bass line is actually far more complex than a lot of people realize. So, seeing her take those liberties, it felt good. It felt good to me anyway. I know other people are gonna have their opinions. They're gonna be those Guns N' Roses purists. They're gonna be sitting there going, no, that wasn't exactly what's on the album. So what? It's not a tribute band. So let her take the liberties. It makes her feel more relaxed. I know I'm more relaxed when I don't play it note for note. So good on her. Pal's drumming on this. Was pretty much spot on. I mean, I didn't really hear a whole lot of variations from her. It sounded pretty much exactly like Steve Adler did. So I got no issue with her at all. I liked the harmonies coming from her on the vocals. When the first time I didn't hear them, it was just they were both on the same note. And I kind of wonder if that was an accident, because the rest of the song she did the harmonies. So I think maybe on that first chorus, I think maybe she just kind of forgot. You know, that's okay. Hey, listen, it still sounded good. Listen, I would rather have her sing the same note as Danny than sit there and go, where is it? Where's the harmony? And try to search and find it. You know what I mean? No. I would rather have her sing the same note on that one, and then on the next chorus, have it ready. You know, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. It worked out. It worked out great. Danny's guitar playing on this, very nice. Very nice. Again, took a couple of liberties, and that's okay. It fit, it worked, it sounded good. I got no issue with it at all. Vocally, also taking a couple liberties. Like I said, though, I'm glad that she didn't try to be Axl. I can only imagine Danny trying to sound like Axl Rose, and the thought of it is ear-piercing. It does not, in my head, it does not sound pleasant at all. I am so glad that she said, I'm not going to try to be Axl. I'm going to be Danny, and I'm going to sing the way that I sing. Now, I'm not going to try to sing the way Axl sings. Thank God. No, look, overall, this was a great cover. Great job. Everybody did everything they needed to do. They did take some embellishments. They did take a couple liberties, and I got no issue with that at all. To be perfectly honest with you, I kind of wish they had taken more liberties, but that's just me. No, but listen, I think they did a great job, and that is why they're getting the 8.4. So, 8.4, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you'll enjoy the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys would like to join the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to click the bell, go ahead and click the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference to me, but if you guys would like to do these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.